Afternoon, boys and girls. What a lovely Saturday afternoon. We had a bit of northerly swell this morning. It didn't look too good, but we're lucky here. As soon as you get the ebb, a couple of hours after the flood and the tide start ebbing, that dropped below the banks, so all the swell on the beach dropped. Look at it now. Bloody lovely, isn't it? Them banks are handy and northerly. You drop first couple of hours of the tide, or the ebb tide, that drop below the banks. All the tide on the beach disappear. That's lovely. It's now, it was northerly winds earlier, but it's now turned round. It's now gone easterly. So that's a lovely day. Well, we're going after herring today. Just getting some bait together for the old pots in the summer. We don't really catch much herring this time of year because the price on the market is so poor. Basically the trawlers are catching tons and tons of herring, and they ain't got to put the man hours in, so you empty the trawl in the boxes. All ours is hand picking, that take us hours. So that ain't worth us going this time of year. So just get some bait for the lots in the summer. That's a cracking day and lovely Easter. We're currently just motoring to the south, to ebb tide. That's going from south to north, so just going a couple of miles along the coast to the south, shoot the gear and then drift back to the tractor. What a lovely day. It's a lot better than what that would be. That's normally this morning, a bit of swell, a bit of chop on the water. Right now, I've got a bit of maintenance on the outboard. Got a plate of water come up the P-pipe now. I've put a new impeller in it. And when I've done that, I checked the thermostat housing, and the thermostat was stuck out, so I splashed out on a new thermostat as well. Just give a bit of TLC now and then. There's an old engine, I think that's number 2. Doesn't mind me much. Old 2-stroke gans, they go forever, don't they? Brilliant new horse. Well, now shooting the gear, we haven't put a lot of gear over today. We took the 2Z nets out, we're now fishing with the 3Zs. The 3Zs don't get nowhere near as much fish as the 2Zs, but I don't want a lot. I just want a food for bait. I don't want to be here cleaning all night, especially when it's the market till Tuesday. The herring will be like strawberry jam. But these nets are a lot easier to clean. 3Z mean they got a thicker twine than 2Z. They don't net the fish so well, but they're really easy to clean. These are I bought these just to use on my herring net shaker. Well, I haven't used yet, but it's like everything that we make them buy these things, and most of the time just collect dust in the cupboard, don't they? Boys and their toys out. Well, that's the fleet out, fishing lovely. There's only 8 nets, there isn't a lot. I'd like about 60 stun ideally, but I don't know if that's going to happen. If you look at the fish finder, that ain't showing a lot. We're just about an half before the tide, and there ain't a lot shown on there. But just like mainly weed in the bottom of the water. Let's hope they lift as that tide ease. We ain't going that fast. We're doing about, well, we are actually. We're flicking around between 1.9, 2 knots. So the tide ain't eased yet. So we'll get the last hour of the tide. Hopefully them fish will lift. So what was it? A few start to come there? Hopefully so. Got the hour lie box, we all know that. Well, I think the lie box is actually working today. They must be shoals of herring. If you look out there, you see half of the fleet, and that's sunk in the middle. So there must be some fish there. I don't know if you can see them, probably not. About half the fleet's sunk. They're patchy. 1 minute the screen is clear, the next minute that's full of herring. But I think we're probably going to have enough today. I only want about 50-60 stun. I'll give it another 10 minutes and we should have enough, hopefully. Well, I might have been a bit premature in the excitement. They went down, they come straight back up again. It's going to that turbulent water on Snickums. That's a local traditional name for a point we've got here. And they'll all bloody come back up again. Sod's law. That was a kidder, as they say. You always get kidders in this game, but they don't look that much fish in them now. 2 nets went down. That must have been that turbulent water what pulled them down, because there went a lot of fish on the sounder now, and there doesn't look a lot of fish in the gear. When you see a couple of nets go down, you think, oh, we're on a winner here, but apparently not. Well, we just hauled half a net to have a look on. And there's one herring at half a net. This isn't looking very good. I was all excited, I saw them pellets go down. And that must have been a turbulence of the water on Snickham's Point where it boiled up a bit what pulled them down, but one herring from half a net gonna cut it. Ain't a lot of crab and lobster bait, is it? Bloody hell. Would even feed a seagull. Well, there ain't very many on this inside end. There's just 1s and 2s. Let's take that perk up a bit. No, we don't get these 3Z nets don't fish that well. But I didn't want a lot. Oh, there's a few coming. Need a few more on that though. Nice to see a couple. Hopefully they'll get thicker. An old boy once said to me, you've got a fleet of 20 nets, get 1 herring in the first net, and they double every net, you'll sink the time you get them in. Oh, there's a few here, not a huge amount. I think there's a few more further out. Well, that was a bit of a disaster. We'll be lucky if we had a couple of boxes. There were several areas where the pellets were down. I can't work out what they were down for. There was nothing on the inside end, we had a look. But there was places where there was 3 or 4 pellets down, and when we hauled they weren't tangled up. I don't know why them pellets went down for, it didn't make sense. But as you can see, we're lucky if we got a couple of boxes. Ain't a damn sight there, is it? Shame really, but that's a cracking lovely day. It's starting to get a bit cooler now, and that wind's picked up a little bit, but still nice and calm, innit? Well, the tractor's only just on the beach there. I'm just having a look at the fish finder, see if there's any fish here on the first of the flood. But they look desolate. There look nothing there. We haven't been in a long while. We don't know what the habits are. I don't know if it's high pressure at the minute and it's easterly wind what'll put them off. But there isn't a bloody lot there. A few weeks ago they were knee deep in fish, but I don't know, like it now. I did think about putting a couple of nets over the first of the flood, but look at that, I don't think that's worth it. Probably just go ashore. Tractor isn't too far away, is it? Chuck a stun for me. Well, it's winched on the trailer, lovely. No drama, no burst pellets this time. Just make it so much easier. When you've got them 2 pellets, you can just see one of them, the yellow one under the arse end. Once you've got 2 pellets that hold the boot up for you, that'll make it so much easier. Especially when you're going on your own. It's like an extra person holding them up for you. Just get her winched on and tied down and chained on, and the job will be a good one. And doing as we always do, always wash your balls. No one wants sandy balls in a boat. Well, we're all tied on and running back to the car park. So we have a few more fish. I'm quite disappointed. There's normally tons of herring this time of year. I don't know if it's because they're swimming on the, it's been so long, they could all be swimming on the flood and nothing on the ebb. But it's too nice to miss. Lovely day. You can see the sun's gone down now. It's gone a bit dark and overcast. Well, it's cloudy, that's why there's no fucking sun. But now running back to the car park, we'll soon clean them couple of boxes of herring out the nets. That won't take long. For some reason them nets sunk in the middle. Trying to see them pellets down in the middle of the fleet, I'd have cleaned as we hauled, but normally, well, 99.9 times out of 100, when you see pellets down, you got a few fish. I can't work out what them pellets have gone down for. They weren't tangled up. Well, I know I'd have cleaned them at sea. So I think I had to piddle about on the car park. But we live and learn, that's life. Well, the current run's still there, just peeking out before it's set. This is the new Case the Lifeboat Viewing Centre Cafe and Restaurant. That's getting on now, it ain't too far away. That's looking lovely though. Done a nice job of that. Hope there'll be plenty of people spending money in there and raising a few more funds in the summer. I'll take quite a lot of funding just to pay for what they've done really. Nothing's cheap anymore, is it? You couldn't make it up. You've got this huge great car park with hardly anyone in it. And I've been to sea, so my van's here, and guess what? Ta-da! Right in front of my spot. Whole car park spot. There's some daft people about in there. You couldn't make it up. All the places they could have parked in this fucking great huge car park, and they park for all to go. Unbelievable. Only a few hundred spaces spare. Well, that's the nets all cleaned. There's only a box and a half. Not worth talking about. Anyway, I've just been thinking about them pellets going down. All I can think of is them nets or sunk nets, about 15-foot lints with 5-foot strop on the top. I think they're rubber running on the bottom and plucking, and that's what's causing the pellets to go down. So this numpty here getting all excited thinking the nets are sunk, and they ain't sunk at all, had they? That's just run along the bottom and picking stuff up, and that was the tide was pulling the pellets down. But that's sod's law for you, innit? That's life. Well, that's fishing, as they say. Well, I've only got about a box and a half. I'll salt them down in the morning for lobster and crab bait. I can't be asked to bug around in the dark. But there you go, that's life. Maybe them fish are swimming on the flood. But it's high pressure at the minute, and they don't like the old high pressure herring. So next time that's a lovely day, I'll go off and hopefully get a dollop. And that'll do me all summer.